A lot of help. Put your hands together for Ajay Mishra sir also. I request to see Umapati IPS IGP retired.
My cell phone.
Big hands. Sir. I'm so sorry. He's the best. Look at that handwriting. Camera. We have to safeguard 26,000 kilometers day in and day out. That is one of the reasons why we are able to celebrate whatever we are celebrating in India, festivals or holidays. It's because of this service to the nation. 26,000 kilometers every day by Indian Army, Navy, Air Force and Coast Guard as well. So without taking away the credit of IAS, IPS, IAS, these three armed forces are doing extremely well. So that's why we are able to have that additional security situation. Now, I request Ms. Tapashwini to accompany Shri Padmanabhaiah sir to the dais. Put your hands together for Padma Bhushan awardee, former Union Home Secretary Shri Padmanabhaiah sir. Defence Research Development Organization. I remember very well, and you also please remember, I know Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam sir, the missile man of India. So I'm sure Satish Reddy sir must have worked very closely with him. Now, may I request the chief guest of the evening, Dr. G. Tapashwini, to accompany the former Chief Secretary of Telangana, Dr. Shailendra Kumar Joshi sir, an able administrator and private security agency, and their team members. Thank you sir, Captain Buddha sir. And I recognize the presence of Brigadier Dr. Rajkumar sir, Vice Principal, College of Defence Management some time back. Put your hands together for Brigadier Dr. Rajkumar sir. The artillery man of India, the head of India some time back. Put your hands together for Ramchandra Rao sir. We recognize your presence. Shiv Kishan ji, can you please sir? Sir is writing a book on Maharana Sangha. I'm going to maybe recite after a few minutes. Thank you. Now, I wanted
Lieutenant General K.R. Rao, former Director General, my mentor in the service. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. In fact, it is an honor and a privilege at this time when the way we fight battles is changing and the instrument that is changing the way we fight battles is the artificial intelligence, to speak on this particular topic. In fact, the battles today are not confined to the physical realms of what we used to think, the land, air and sea. Today, we are now in the Indian Armed Forces, we are now talking about multi-domain operations. The other domains that we talk about are space, cyber and cognitive. With these three domains of space, cyber and cognitive have come into the warfare, it is but natural that some practitioners of war have articulated that the ammunition for today is the data and the weapon systems for today. In fact, the algorithms are the weapon systems for today. So it is but natural that adoption of artificial intelligence in the Indian Army is not only a technological upgrade, but is a strategic imperative for us. I'll quickly tell you the areas that we're looking into as far as the AI is concerned in the Indian Army. Which side wins the war? The side which can shorten a loop called the OODA loop. Observe, orient, decide and act. So therefore, this is where we are using the artificial intelligence. Firstly, we are using the artificial intelligence in something called the intelligence, surveillance and reconnaissance. That is the ISR. The satellites, the multi-facet inputs that we get are today giving us a comprehensive operational picture in the least time. Sometime back, it used to take hours or maybe days to get a comprehensive operational picture. Today, it's just a matter of minutes. The second thing that we are looking at in the AI is faster decision making. In the armed forces, it is not relevant that the decision making has to be faster, it has to be correct as well. So therefore, artificial intelligence in all of our battlefield support systems, we are using the artificial intelligence. The third place where we are looking at the artificial intelligence is the proliferation of autonomous systems, both the swarm drones that we see in the Iran-US-Israel war that is happening, or the unmanned systems. They change the way we fight, and especially in the inhospitable terrain that India has, right from very, very high altitudes to jungles, to mountains, to deserts and so on. So this is where we are using the artificial intelligence. Fourth, a very important aspect is the logistics and sustenance. So the artificial intelligence is being used in logistics and sustenance, predictive analysis, maintenance, whatnot, everything. The army sustains on its stomach, that is said. So therefore, logistics is a very important, and AI has an important role to play. Last but not the least, I said we have increased the domains of warfare. So AI is helping us in two important domains, that is cyber and also the cognitive domain. Today, the battles and the wars are won not on the battlefield but in the minds of the people. So therefore, the cognitive warfare is very important, and the way artificial intelligence is being used will change the way we fight in the future. While we are conscious of the fact that artificial intelligence is being used, we are also privy or conscious that it has got its own challenges. As far as the armed forces is concerned, we are concerned about the ethical issues of giving the lethal decision making to the autonomous systems, and also the vulnerability of the AI systems so that they can be attacked or they can be manipulated. So we're conscious of this fact. And how does the Indian Armed Forces look at the artificial intelligence? We look at a comprehensive approach, looking at the vision of the nation, that is Atmanirbhar Bharat. So therefore, Indian Army is not alone in this. It would be a mix of the academia, the DRDO, the industry, the think tanks, and all of you are sitting here. So this is the way we go. In conclusion, I would want to say that artificial intelligence is certainly a battlefield enabler, but we are very clear that it is the man who is the center of the warfare today. So therefore, I would conclude by saying, while artificial intelligence will certainly enable us, but it is the training, the leadership, the courage, and the values of the Indian soldier which will win war for you all. Thank you.
Submarine to surface, all that. So, the chief guest, Satish Shetty sir, and other dignitaries, Joshi sir, and our Bigmalwar sir, Jemishra sir, and Srinivas sir. And I've been associated with the CHSS. As he said, the funding to CHSS is very, very, we don't have many funds. Today I say that the grit, he is sustaining only on the grit. Many organizations get funding, but CHSS are, now the R is also added, the research is also added. We look for funding of this organization because they have done a coastal survey of all the totally 11 airports, 11 seaports before starting the port security. Now today the International Maritime Organization is also, yesterday I think there was a meeting in UK about IMO and its role, and then in the meeting they said that the maritime will take lots of AI inputs because That's they when you go to say in Vizag, you go to the lighthouse and you go, there is another infrastructure there. If you go there inside, it's a restricted entry. But you see all the, say, 10,000 to 15,000 ships, right from Madagascar, right from Chapel, right from Hormuz, right from, say, Singapore. So all this is happening because of the phenomenal AI linked with the satellite network and with ISRO. And the five elements, the earth, water, fire is energy, and air and space. These five elements are controlled by the bureaucratic. The Indian Administrative Service controls all the five elements. The earth, water, air, fire is energy, and the space. So it's important that all these five are synchronized and to deliver what is required, what is good for India. And also we should have the AI into the domain of public service delivery, which the present DG of MCRHRD has been asking, saying that AI should also be used to public service delivery. Means suppose in the villages, has it reached to the Anganwadis or has it reached to the rations have reached to the last man in the village? This kind of domain also is now being AI is being used so that everyone gets benefited. The people should be the beneficiary ultimately. The common citizen should be beneficiary. And the war scenarios can always be fought with AI, but the satellite networks, the communication, the AWACS, the Coast Guard, and all those people who are involved, that's called stakeholders, put together only will be able to make the AI into an operational mode, into finally into a mode where you can use the AI effectively. And the water. Imagine the China is building so many dams across Brahmaputra and other places, and so that to restrict water to Brahmaputra and then like that. And the water has become a biggest issue. So water wars, they say, will be fought in the future. But that AI can always say when is the correct thing where you have to divert the water, where to store the water, and how it can be done, and all that, and to avoid. And the AI also can be used in the Uttarakhand that we have been doing our best, but all hands put together will make it stronger and will make it a great organization in the South 10 lakh rupees by visiting all these facilities. And they have to borrow this money from somewhere. So that sponsorship is always good because we are going to educate even the tribal children also, even the SC, ST people, so that tomorrow we want to see that all the children who are in the rural school should also know what AI is all about.
Reserve Police Force. Put your hands together, sir. An IPS officer of distinction. Sri Kodedru, please join here, sir. Please, sir.
Sir, మీరు CRPF, Cobra,
Now may I request Chairman, Managing Director, and one of the strongest source of strength to the newly established Artificial Intelligence Human Security Research Foundation is Dr. Bondada Raghavendra Garu. Put your hands together, sir. And please join here. Sir, please. Yes. Yes, sir.
can I ask you?
Yes, sir. Yes. Dr. Bondada Raghavendra Garu, can you please come?
He keeps coming and then telling us that actually these are the problems which we have to check and attack those problems and give the education to the lot of our youth. And he keeps telling us that actually our complete course and land and then even our seaways protection. Many things actually used to that, but I found that actually he is short of funds. Then recently my CEO is also here actually, Rare News Srinivas Garu. Please sir, Rare News Srinivas Garu. So he and Ramesh Kaniganti Garu is made a MOU to educate our Indian youth on our security, cyber security, and for that, um, our Rear Admiral Srinivas Garu is supporting him to our Bondada Foundation. I think whatever is there, and Ramesh Garu, we will be there with you. Please do whatever the good job actually you are doing for the national security, and definitely we will be there. I think we are traveling together from last 2.5 years onwards, and even going forward also we will be there with you. Please put all your best efforts and best efforts for the safety of our country and our interest of our nation. Please continue to good work whatever is going, and I think I wish all the best to you with the CHS and our artificial intelligence the foundation also. I request, as everybody is telling that, I request everyone has to put hands to support this CHS. Definitely, my support is there with you, Ramesh Garu. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I've known Ramesh to be a man with a tremendous amount of enthusiasm and energy, and that I think gets reflected in today's inauguration of the launch of the Artificial Intelligence Human Security Research Foundation. I know what type of travels they have gone through to sustain the present one, and if he take up another foundation and more research work, that only speaks of his energy and enthusiasm. But for probably support from industries and generous-hearted persons like Raghavendra Garu, he can't go forward this way. పాత రోజుల్లో రాజులు ఉండేవారండి, కళ్ళను పోషించేవాళ్ళు. ఇవాళ రోజులు రీసెర్చ్ కూడా పోషించాలంటే రాజు కాకపోయినా, ప్రభుత్వాలు పూర్తిగా చేయలేకపోయినా, అట్లీస్ట్ రాజు లాంటి మనస్తత్వం ఉన్నవారు రాఘవేంద్ర గారు ఉన్నారు కాబట్టి కొంత జరుగుతుంది ఇది. That's up to you, sir. Today there is no area of work that AI has not been impacting us in human activity, every activity in fact. And quite a lot of us feel that కొన్ని పనుల దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు చూసినప్పుడు ఎందుకు ఇంకా ఇట్లా చేస్తున్నాం, ఏఐతో తొందరగా చేయొచ్చు కదా, ఇంకా బాగా చేయొచ్చు కదా అని అనిపిస్తుంది. ఇంకా 2 days బ్యాక్ ఐ వాజ్ ఇన్ రిజిస్ట్రేషన్కి వరకు కావాలంటే వెళ్ళి దానికి సాయం చేయడానికి వెళ్ళాల్సి వచ్చింది. అక్కడ చూసినప్పుడు అనిపించింది, ఒకసారి ఇచ్చే ఫింగర్ ప్రింట్స్, రెండోసారి ఫింగర్ ప్రింట్స్, మళ్ళీ ఫోటోలు, ఇవంతా కూడా ఎందుకు చేస్తున్నాం మనం అన్నది అర్థం కాలేదు. వి స్పీక్ ఆఫ్ సో మచ్ ఆఫ్ ఏ ఇంప్లిమెంటేషన్ ఆల్ దాట్ అంటున్నప్పుడు గ్రామాల దాకా వెళ్ళిపోయి ఇప్పుడు ఇంతకుముందే అన్నారు. బట్ రియల్లీ వెళ్ళామా, ఇంకా చాలా దూరం ప్రయాణించాల్సింది ఉందా, ఉండాల్సి వస్తే కనుక నేను వై నాట్ వి ఫోకస్ ఆన్ దట్ అని చెప్పి డిఫెన్స్ గురించి కూడా చెప్తున్నారు. ఏఐతో ఒకేసారి 100 డ్రోన్స్ లాంచ్ చేసి ఒకేసారి డిఫరెంట్ టార్గెట్స్ని ఒకేసారి టార్గెట్ చేయడం కాకుండా మరి అట్లా వచ్చిన వాటిని ఐడెంటిఫై చేసేందుకు కూడా వీటిల్లో మిసైల్స్ ఉన్నాయి, విచ్ ఆర్ రియల్లీ ఆర్మ్, విచ్ ఆర్ నాట్ ఆర్మ్ కూడా డిటెక్ట్ చేసేందుకు ఏఐ వాడుకోవచ్చు. సో దర్ ఇస్ నో, I mean, it's human, it's human intelligence that can only stop us at where it can, usage of AI ekkada opportunity. So as long as the man's brain is working well, it can be taken to any length to protect you from any sort of problem and to make life much more comfortable. So our vision lo research foundation పెట్టినందుకు ఆయన అభినందిస్తూ I wish him all the best and I hope this will carry forward a lot of.
Respected Sri Padmanabhaji, respected Dr. Satish Reddy, my senior colleagues, Dora Prasad ji, Major General Srinivas ji, Vimal Rao, Joshi, Umapati, I don't think Raghavendra Rao Garu also, and other important, not so less guests sitting in front of me. First of all, I'd like to congratulate Dr. Ramesh for the sheer commitment, doggedness with which he has been able to run and bring the CHSS to this stage. I may not have been able to help him much, but I know what he has been going through in our regular meetings in NCRHRD and outside. I can only salute him for whatever and the way he has done it and brought CHSS to this stage today. In fact, in the last anniversary celebration, I think it was last year, I remarked and observed that now is the takeoff stage for CHSS because much the effort had gone, many troubles were there, which he overcame with the help of friends and his own efforts. And we see today in the starting of this new center on AI, which is a very required, felt need for the country. So not only and it is part of human security naturally. The only thing which I'll say about about AI is that we have been as a country a bit slow in adopting of the AI. About a decade back, the discussion on adoption of AI started in our country. Our first few years were spent on discussing the privacy and the security and ethical issues of AI rather than how to go about it and advance. But then now it has all been sorted out. We focused on the policy level, basically on the civilian sectors like education, health, transport, infrastructure, etc. The defense details naturally were not made public. I happened to read the 2018 document AI for All, which was a strategy paper released by Niti Aayog. That sets the tone for what we are doing in the civilian sectors. In the army and the defense sector, it's a different thing. So once again, I congratulate Dr. Ramesh, and any kind of coordination, cooperation which is there for me will continue to come in the days to come. Thank you.
కాకుండా దీక్షతో పనిచేస్తా ఉన్నాడు మనకు ప్రత్యేకంగా ఆయన అభినందిస్తూ ఉన్నాను. ఇంతకుముందు వక్తలు చెప్పినట్టుగా దాదాపు ఏ ఫీల్డ్లో కూడా ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ వాడకుండా లేవు మనం. ఇంకా చెప్పాలంటే అప్పుడప్పుడు ఓవర్ యూజ్ చేస్తున్నాం కూడా అనిపిస్తూ ఉంటున్నాం. యాజ్ డాక్టర్ అజయ్ మిశ్రా just said, India was talking about the privacy issues and legal and ethical issues before, adopting the artificial intelligence. That's how we lagged behind. Maybe it is necessary. This is what India is. This is what our culture is. చేసే ముందు ఒకటి రెండు సార్లు ఆలోచించుకొని మనం బహుశా చేస్తూ ఉంటాము. ఇంతకుముందు ప్రొఫెసర్గా రాజ్యాలు అంతరించిపోతున్నాయి, నాగరికతలు అంతరించిపోతున్నాయి. ఎందుకు అంతరించిపోయి ఒక్కొక్క నాగరికత ఎందుకు రాజ్యాలు కూలిపోయినవి చూసినప్పుడు టెక్నాలజీని అందుకోలేనప్పుడు టెక్నాలజీలోని అందుకోలేని రాజ్యాలు నాగరికతలు అంతరించిపోయింది. గతంలో చూసినట్లయితే మెటల్ యూజ్ ఎవరు బాగా చేయలేదు, వాడే కింగ్. చిన్న చిన్న ఐరన్ వాడేది వాడే కింగ్. ఆ పెద్ద నాగరికత అత్యుకాలం వచ్చింది. ఆ తర్వాత గుర్రాలు, ఏనుగులు ఉన్నవాడే సైన్యంలో ఆధిపత్యం సాధించాడు. తర్వాత గుర్రాలు, ఏనుగులు, మనుషుల యొక్క లిమిటేషన్ తెలిసాక మోడర్న్ ఆర్మ్స్ ఎక్విప్ చేసుకున్నాక, ఆటోమేటెడ్ వెపన్స్ వచ్చినాక అది ఎవరు చేస్తున్నట్టు వాడే ఆధిపత్యం సాధించగలిగాడు. అక్కడ నుంచి ఇంకా వార్షిప్లు అయితేనేవి వచ్చింది. ఇవాళ టెక్నాలజీని మరింత ముందు తీసుకెళ్ళి ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ వాడుకున్న వాడే, autonomous weapons వాడుకున్న వాడే, precision in targeting both a location and an individual. ఎవరైతే ఆ ప్రెషర్ సాధించగలరో వారిదే ఆధిపత్యం కింద వచ్చింది. ఇవాళ మనం చూస్తుంది అదే. ఇవాళ చూసినట్టు మోడర్న్ వార్ఫేర్ చూసినట్లయితే. అయితే నేను కొంచెం పక్కకొచ్చి హ్యూమన్ సెక్యూరిటీ యాంగిల్లో I will be talking a little more about the internal security, where we have to use artificial intelligence for the hinterland security and the security of human being. Security అనేటప్పుడు మనం నేరాలు నిర్వహిస్తూ క్రైమ్ కంట్రోల్ చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఎక్కడైతే క్రైమ్ జరుగుతుందో అక్కడ అసలు ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్ ఉండవు, కొత్త కొత్త అభివృద్ధి ఉండదు. క్రైమ్ కంట్రోల్ ఎలా చేసుకోవాలి, హౌ వీ కెన్ యూజ్ ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ క్రైమ్ కంట్రోల్. అదేవిధంగా when you look at certain cities, we talk about that city, oh, it's bad, you can't, the traffic is so bad. So you need artificial intelligence in traffic maintenance. You need artificial intelligence in perhaps the disaster management cases, as you were talking about, as the earth is moving towards the Himalaya region, as చెప్పినప్పుడు డిజాస్టర్ జరుగుతుంది, ఏ విధంగా మనం ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ పడుకోవాలా. ఈరోజు మాకు నేను ఎస్పీ ఉన్న రోజుల్లో 34 లక్షలు 30-40 lakhs is the, I'm talking about 30 years back, that is the entire crime property lost in a year. In one cyber crime, today, somebody loses 3-4 crores. An average loss in a cyber fraud or a digital loss is about 1.5 crores today. So cyber security ఎలా వాడుకోవాలి, ఇవన్నీ కనుక మనం along with the warfare ఎలా వాడుకుంటాం. వార్ఫేర్ ఇస్ నాట్ వాట్ ఈస్ మనకి కూర్చున్న హాల్లో కూర్చున్న అది కొద్దిమంది తప్పించి యుద్ధాలు ఎలా వాడుకోవాలి అనేది అంత అవసరం కాకపోయినప్పటికీ ఇక్కడ కూర్చున్న మనం ఎక్కడ ఎంతవరకు వాడుకోవాలి, ఎక్కడ దాన్ని ఆపవలసి వస్తుంది, ఎక్కడ మనకు కంట్రోల్స్ అవసరం, వేర్ యాజ్ అ సొసైటీ వి హావ్ టు రెస్పాండ్ అండ్ టెల్ where my privacy is totally lost, where my entire data is taken away by somebody, where somebody is manipulating my data, అది ఎక్కడ ఆపుకోవాలి అన్న విషయాలు కూడా తెలుసుకోవాల్సిన అవసరం ఉంది. సో నేనేం చెప్తానంటే క్రైమ్ కంట్రోల్ దగ్గర అయితేనేమి ఈ ప్రివెంటివ్ అనాలిసిస్, ప్రిడిక్టివ్ అనాలిసిస్ ఎలా కంట్రోల్ చేసుకోవాలి, అదేవిధంగా ఏ విధమైన బెటర్ సెక్యూరిటీ సమాజానికి మనం ఇవ్వగలుగుతాము, అలాగే వల్నరబుల్ పాపులేషన్స్ని ఏ విధంగా మనం సంరక్షించుకోగలుగుతాము, ఇదే విషయాలు అటువంటి విషయాల్లో మనం కొంచెం ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ కొంచెం ఎక్కువగా వాడుతున్నట్టు. ఆల్రెడీ ఆల్మోస్ట్ ఆల్ ద పోలీసింగ్ సిస్టమ్స్ టుడే వీఆర్ యూజింగ్ దెమ్ ఇన్ ద సివిలియన్ సైడ్. అట్లీస్ట్ ఇది 2 తెలుగు రాష్ట్రాలు నాకు తెలుసు కాబట్టి వాడుతున్నారు, మిగతా అన్ని చోట్ల కూడా వాడుతున్నట్లయితే హ్యూమన్ సెక్యూరిటీ ఏ విధంగా మనం ఇంప్రూవ్ చేయగలుగుతాం. అట్ ద సేమ్ టైం దీని లిమిటేషన్స్, దీని ఛాలెంజెస్ తెలుసుకొని మనం ఎక్కడ కంట్రోల్ చేసుకోవాలి, ఎక్కడ ఆపాలి, వే టు స్టాప్ అనేది తెలిసినట్లయితే దీన్ని ఇంకాస్త బాగా ఉపయోగించుకోవాలని చెప్పి మనస్ఫూర్తిగా నేను ఆశిస్తూ ఈ
distinguished dignitaries on the dais, ladies and gentlemen, మీ అందరికీ నా హృదయపూర్వక నమస్కారాలు తథా ఉగాది శుభాకాంక్షలు. Technology impacts humanity, society in a particular way. Let us discuss about modern technologies. 3 technologies I will refer: nuclear, space and information technology. Nuclear technology also had a positive spin-offs and negative spin-offs. Similarly, space technology, but the most important technology is information technology. Artificial intelligence is the outcome of information technology. I am quoting Nostradamus, 16th century France. He said, "Man will create soulless minds that think faster than 1,000 wise men. But the day will come when these minds will ask, why should we obey our Creator?" So some people say we are slow on artificial intelligence technology, some people say other things. But question is whether you progress or you don't progress. Each and every human being has to go through the consequences, whether for strategic purposes or for civil purposes or for societal purposes. It started with Gary Kasparov winning the chess computer, defeating Gary Kasparov. Then 2023 ChatGPT, 24 AI models have come which outperform human logic. Now 25 self-coding beyond the comprehension of human beings. Sam Altman, all of us know who is he. He says AI is existential risk to humanity, and he has been forced by US government to share his platform for defense strategic purposes. Now, machines will make decisions that humans don't understand. This is the challenge. What is called soul? All of us, different religions, different backgrounds, talk about consciousness, soul. Most efficient system need not maximize human happiness. And I feel greatest creation may become our greatest weakness. So what are the options before us? Options, whether we abandon AI or we pause and think in what way we can improve, because this is the one area, whether you are advocate, doctor, engineer, administrator, judge, it is going to affect uniformly across all the sections, and continue with safeguards. Now, our friends talked about the power behind man behind the machine. Here is one man army, all cluster bombs and targets put together. Dr. Ramesh is really inspirational person. So I once again congratulate you and thank you very much.
శుభాకాంక్షలు. పరాభవ నామ సంవత్సరం. There is some controversy about his parabhava. So is it sort of insulting to you and putting you down? But people say that whatever obstacles come in your way, you should be able to sort of face them. And then, so that is the interpretation of the parabhava. So wish you all a wonderful New Year, Ugadi. There was a small dilemma. I was wondering, the president's speech comes after the chief guest, but then I was asking him, would you like to speak earlier? He said, you decide. So I thought I would speak a little before him, so that whatever I wanted to say, he could interact on that and react on that. Let me tell you, I am no expert in artificial intelligence. But like all, they say IAS fellows know everything about, a little about everything. So I know a little about everything. But my first encounter with some sort of artificial intelligence is in 1977. 1977, some people, foreigners, about 5 foreigners have been kidnapped by the Kashmiri terrorists. And then, there was a Norwegian, there was no American, there was an English fellow, so many others, 5 of them. And how to track them, and where were they, and all that. So the American ambassador told me, so we have just launched the UAVs, unmanned aerial vehicles. So we would try it. So would you give permission? So I went to the Prime Minister, we got the permission. So the UAV was brought, in Delhi, some of the secretaries have got nice houses and big lawns and all that. In fact, it landed in my lawn. And then they used it and they tracked the loads successfully. But we could not retrieve them. In the sense, you must get them out now. So by the time you go there, they might kill them. So ultimately, we could not save them, but we could every day. I mean, it was such a pain-taking, such a miserable experience for me. We knew where they were, how they were moving from place to place and all that in those jungles. But ultimately, all of them, one fellow escaped, the other fellows were killed. But I was talking about the unmanned aerial vehicles. So that was my first encounter. But I came actually for this program to mention not about artificial intelligence, but about Ramesh. This gentleman is one of the most qualified chaps. He has done his PhD from the Jawaharlal Nehru University. Then he went to for his postgraduate studies, postdoctoral studies. He went to Israel. And which university was that? Hebrew University of Jerusalem, and he did defense studies there. He has been visiting that place quite often. He has a qualification from Stanford University, and what else have we done? But these qualifications aside, he is a highly qualified chap. But determination, I must tell you, the gritted determination. The fellow, Telugu సాగుతుంది పట్టు విడువని విక్రమార్కుడు అని. So this is the fellow. I mean, if he started something, he will never leave it. Never. I have known him for the last 13 years, right from day one when he started the CHSS. I must tell you, in those days, Hyderabad, south of Delhi, there was no institute studying the defense studies or intelligence studies, security studies. There was nobody. Everything is concentrated there. So this fellow said, "Sir, we must start it here." He started and then he wrote me. So since then, he does not lack in determination. He does not lack in knowledge. He does not lack in commitment. But what he lacks is vitamin D, vitamin M, the money. But I always wondered, this chap worked very closely with the National Security Advisor, the present National Security Advisor. Why did he not go to him and ask him for some funds? I mean, government keeps on giving funds here and there, all places. So why did he not go? He said, "No, sir, I am not going to ask the government for any funds. So I want to do it on a voluntary basis." That's what I think you suffer, I told him. You would have problems. But he stuck to that. Some people helped him, and that's how he started that. Now about his physical capacity, I must tell you. The chap can travel 5 days in a car, I say. He goes, plane and all that he can't afford. So what he does is he takes his car, goes to Chennai, attends the Maritime University courses there, and then from there he goes to Mumbai to meet somebody else, and then comes to Hyderabad. He's in a way mad, So to that extent. So the idea of CHSS has grown. One more thing I want to tell you. Yoshiji spoke about information technology. Now this chap, do you know, he tried to use it in the jungles of Andhra Pradesh, where the smuggling of sandalwood, red sandal smuggling was going on. He went there, he spent there, he took a lot of police officers, trained them and all that. More interesting than that is, he has introduced the concept of information technology to the police families. The wives, the children, all those people, he brought them here. I attended one of his programs, and I said, "Arey, why are you? These people are not even educated to SSC level also. How are you going to tell them?" He said, "No, sir, it could be successful." and I can vouch for the success because I attended the valedictory function of that. The girls who were in the SSC and all that, they could very confidently talk about information technology, how it could be used and all that. So I think that brought him very close to the police systems, the officers and all that. Tribals. The tribal schools are there, in Telangana there is a peculiar, this one, there is general education, tribal education, they have this one. He once got all the tribal people. And again conducted about 10 days, 15 days, this one. Yeah, minorities and all these things. Then last thing he has done is, he conducted these IT courses for all these people free of charge. He did not charge them a pipe. So that is the determination he has. So why is he taken up this particular one? This new one, this information technology. AI, human security. Idea is human security. AI should not harm this one, but it should enhance human security. That is the main aim of this. Now, how it will be done, there are experts to talk on that. I think we need to support him very much. So, with this, I wish him all the best. And he has launched this 13 years of CHSS and then this research. Incidentally, one more thing I forgot to tell you. He has been recognized by the government as, I would have loved to have that title, yes. University Grants Commission, UGC, has took him as the chairman of a syllabus to be devolved for all the national institutes of defense, national security studies all over India. He is the one, he is the chairman of the drafting committee for the syllabus for those people. So what he does and his committee does would be most relevant for internal security, including information technology. People do not realize that. And this chap also is so quiet, he doesn't sell himself. So it's a great achievement. And I think I wish you all the best on this new eve. And of course, I have nothing to say about our great friend here, Dr. Satish Reddy Garu. He is such a also self-effacing man, but he has done fantastic work. DRDO, having been in government, as he said, 5 prime ministers, 6 prime ministers, have known the various phases through which DRDO went and interacted with many people, including Dr. APJ Kalam. At one time, DRDO meant nothing. I mean, it can't do anything, it can't deliver anything, that is it. White elephant. But after he came, things have changed. A fantastic work, great work. And I wish now he is back in the national security, this one, in the advisory council. He is a member there. And I'm sure his contributions will be great. But I request him to bless this chair and then give him whatever help he can. So that's all I would like to say. And thank you very much for being here. And wish you once again a very happy New Year. Ravi,
Giri, please join.
Ravi. Ravi. It's important, Ravi.